Tuwajivunia mashujaa wetu, tuwapongeze wanafunzi wetu kwa kutupa jina Mashujaa. Kauli mbiu mwaka huu, nchi ya ndoto hawa majirani weupe kama pamba, wametuandalia burudani hilo na tunasema asante. Tuwajivunia amani Kenya, wananchi watukufu. Mchoro ulioko ugani sasa ni mfano wa njiwa, ukipenda Adolf. Ikiwa tu wamedawa kuweza kuboresha mchezo huu ambao umeibuka tu majuzi na ukapata sifa zake.
Mbele itapaa juu kabisa, kisha mlala chani kipango basi kwenda juu kabisa kutoka mzunguko ya mshato na wakati
Waheshimiwa, wale ambao wamevalia mavazi meupe na meusi ni wana St. John's Ambulance.
I salute all Kenyans who set out every day, everywhere, doing ordinary things in inspired and extraordinary ways to fend for themselves and their families, thereby keeping our country going. I commend those whose work involves service to others. I celebrate those who volunteer and give, expecting nothing in return. Yet they serve selflessly. From the farmers who feed our nation to the drivers who connect all parts of our country by conveying people and goods, educators who impart knowledge to our infants in kindergartens, children in schools, and youth in tertiary institutions, medical staff in wards and in fields and training institutions, workers in quarries and construction sites, artisans on the side streets, in their small sheds and in large workshops, traders on the side streets in rural and urban markets, and all the way to the Nairobi Security Exchange. Professionals who give their best in every sector of national endeavor, and our men and women in uniform, whose bravery and commitment continues to set the gold standard for sterling devotion to our flag. This nation salutes your service and celebrates your contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, because of the contribution of Kenyans elsewhere, our country continues to make great strides towards socio-economic transformation, shared prosperity, and enhanced well-being for our nation. In the East and Horn of Africa, the larger Africa continent, and globally, this nation expresses our values with greater clarity, and the state and the state projects our aspirations more emphatically. Fellow Kenyans, access to credit is a stimulant that invigorates the economy. However, high interest rates crowd out the private sector and especially the small and medium enterprises. Our commitment on affordable credit was at the heart of the Kenya Kwanza election campaign. Already, expectations are very high across the country on our promise to provide a fund that will offer affordable credit to those at the bottom of the pyramid. I am aware that the most significant question in the streets today, in border parking lots and fresh produce markets, is when will the Hustler Fund become operational? I want to tell them I have an answer for you today. Even before the fund is set up, we have made several interventions to make credit accessible. Safaricom, and I want to thank them, and their financial partners have brought down the cost of Fuliza by reducing interest rates by 50%. As part of that agreement, 4 million borrowers who had been blacklisted will be freed from the yoke of Credit Reference Bureau in the coming days. We have also secured an agreement with CRBs that they will abandon the punitive penalty of blacklisting borrowers and move to a credit scoring system that makes borrowers eligible for credit even as they work to improve their credit worthiness. As a result, no citizen will be excluded from the credit system. They will therefore be eligible to access credit as they work their way into paying their loans. On the Hustler Fund, there are 3 crucial issues. Credit products will be available under the Hustler Fund to small businesses on digital platforms at affordable rates. Affordable rates being single-digit rates to individuals through chamas, groups, circles, and cooperatives. All borrowers in this platform will not only access affordable credit, but they will also participate in short-term saving plan and long-term pension program. Every saving made by borrowers on this platform will be matched by the government of Kenya on a 2-to-1 ratio to a level to be determined by the program. I will launch this fund credit and savings product on the 1st of December this year. Our dairy farmers struggle with the high cost of feed and challenges of storage, preservation of milk, and access to markets. To assure them that they are on our priority list, we have taken immediate steps to reinstate the stalled milk coolers program, and the distribution of 650 milk coolers will resume shortly. In our plan, we have identified dairy and livestock economy as subsectors with the quickest economic turnaround time, and we will become key drivers, and they will become key drivers in improving food security, creating jobs, and boosting our exports. We have equally committed to close the housing gap, which stands at 2 million units as at now. Our target is to increase the supply 4-fold from 50,000 units every year to 200,000 units every successive year. Already, 2,592 units have been completed, 40,000 are under construction, and over 500 units that require financial backstopping and funding for bulk infrastructure are now being worked on and are in the pipeline. I am happy to report today that the interest in the housing sector has grown immensely and that many private investors, including pension funds, have submitted proposals on the housing projects they would like to invest in. We will work together on these projects to facilitate their realization. It is clear from engagements with investors that the government needs to evolve from being a mere enabler to becoming a sponsor of major projects. Not only will we provide land and bulk infrastructure for our housing program, but I will personally take charge of the process to unlock the challenges that inhibit investment. For instance, VAT exemption on inputs has been enacted to lower the cost of construction, but its implementation has been curtailed by delays in approving applications for VAT refunds. As a result, developers pay VAT, but the cost saving is not enjoyed by the end buyers. Government will resolve such issues with the urgency required.